have a pre-holiday action-packed show going today. We got the Bulls, we got the NFL, we got basketball. You name it, we got it. TK, woo! Swept the board last week. TK Claus went 5-0 on the show. Teddy Brooks swept, and I had a good week as well. All right, guys, I am here. This is Scott Matthews.
Uh-oh.
Who's coming?
It's that time of year.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm excited about it. I'm sure you guys are, too. Santa Claus is here. We got TK Claus in the house. We got Teddy Brooks back from Colorado. I'm here. What more can we ask for? This is the one and only Get the Edge Sports Podcast. I am Scott Matthews, and I'm joined on set by my partners in crime, the one and only TK Claus. TK in the house.
Yeah, I told you I'd get the hats. Me and Teddy both got them on this week. Amazon's been delivering the brooms to my house all week after that clean sweep.
Great week. By the way, hold on. You get props from me, and I don't give props too often. 5-0, guys, for TK on the show last week. Teddy, props to Teddy Brooks in the house.
3-0 is good, but 5-0, hey,
That's a good week, man.
5-0 is really good.
Yep, we're doing it. Listen, guys, you're following us throughout the season. We've had a really good, consistent year here on the show between the three of us, getting everyone, pretty much some nice paydays, cashing those tickets. And we're going to tell you some ways this week how to cash in between some college football bowl games, the NFL. We got an action-packed week.
Action-packed week. The cool thing now is there's like football every night, like bowl games every night this week and then next week after.
We live for this time of the year.
Live for it. I wish it was like this all year long. You know what's funny, though? We're wearing these Santa Claus hats, right? And it's kind of perfect because we're bringing the gifts to the people that watch this show.
That's it.
So your kids, they have a different Santa Claus. For you ladies and gentlemen out there watching the show, we're going to be your Santa Claus this week and next week.
Yeah, we just got to deliver.
That's it. Just got to make sure the gifts get there. Just leave us some milk and cookies.
We've been in this business of delivering for a long, long time, so it's not the first rodeo and won't be the last when it comes to the holidays. But we're working. Listen, none of us are missing any time during this time of the season. So, we're jacked up and we're ready for some big-time games coming our way. What's your feeling this time of the year, T?
I love this time of this year. We got college basketball flowing in the tournaments through December. You got the bowl games, some big matchups this weekend. Great time of the year to be a sports bettor right now.
You've been putting a lot of time into these bowl games, I would assume, right? What do we got, about 40 of them coming up over the next
47.
You got to know what you're doing, man. If you're betting these bowl games, especially the NFL as well this week, you got to know who's in and out of these games. You got guys sitting out. You got to know what's going on. I mean, you can't just throw money on something that you don't know about.
What's your thoughts with the bowl games?
Yeah.
I mean, what's your approach basically this time of the year? You got, like you said, 47 games in 2.5 weeks. You got to really put the thinking cap on, and, you got some excellent matchups. So what is it you really look for, Ted, when it comes to really making that final call on games like this, especially players in and out of the lineup, line changes, weather conditions this time of the year, so on and so forth?
Yeah, absolutely. So a couple things I look at. Let's go back to the game I gave last week, the Memphis game. It was at 2.5. I said on the show last Wednesday when we filmed it, by Tuesday it's going to be 4.5. I was wrong. It was actually 6 by Tuesday. It was 4.5 Monday night. So that game, I predicted it mostly based on the fact that the other team's head coaching staff and pretty much the whole head coaching unit was out.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking for, coaching changes. Because when coaches sign these,
well, they showed up though, West Virginia. You got to give them credit.
They did, but
right.
My pick still won.
Right, exactly.
The pick still won. But yeah, West Virginia did show up a little bit. So I look for coaching changes. I look for quarterbacks not playing first and foremost. Then I'll go back to. So after coaches, then quarterbacks, then I'll look at other players who are
key pieces, right?
Right, transferring or going to the draft. What's pretty cool is I don't know if you guys saw what Deion Sanders said, but he said none of my boys are sitting out this game. All his players are playing.
Well, he made the Heisman Trophy winner in his
got the Heisman Trophy winner. He's got pretty much two top 10 draft picks on his team.
Well, his son and Travis Hunter.
Right, Shadur and Travis. So, hey, listen, that was controversial. That could have went either way, Ashton Genty or Travis Hunter, but Travis Hunter took it.
Let me ask you a question. Speaking of the Heisman Trophy, what was your thoughts about Travis Hunter? Did you think he was the one that should have got the job?
Yeah, he should have definitely got that one. I mean, he deserved it.
Two-way player.
He's a good player. He deserved it, and I'm glad he got it. He got a little emotional on the show on ESPN on that night. He got a little emotional with his dad, but he deserved it. and hopefully has a good bowl game.
What was your
coming up.
thoughts? I think you thought maybe the guy from Miami or Oregon might win it, right? A long
Well,
time ago?
so a long time ago, beginning of the year, I predicted Jackson Dart, but he just didn't come through. I never had the guy from Oregon. I love the guy from Oregon. He was originally a UCF guy. I'm a big fan of him, Dylan Gabriel.
Right.
But as the year progressed, I started to realize more and more how big of a difference maker Travis Hunter was. Now, Ashton Genty, to me, his numbers were incredible. So for me, it was a toss-up between the two of them.
I think the kid from Miami dropped off big time with the way they played towards the end, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of steam through the middle of the season. They were saying he could be the front runner to win the whole thing. But I think his performance, and the way they played took his stock down towards the
A
end.
wise man once told me it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
No, I agree. And
But-
it's same with the
He
betting.
also said, though, he said in an interview, he said they're leaving out the best offense in college football out of the playoff games. Then they should have did something that last week against Syracuse to prove it. So
Right.
I don't feel bad for Cam Ward in that one.
Yeah. Well, when you were they up 28-0, and then they blew the game, a 21-0 lead, and they lose to Syracuse. That's going to be tough to get yourself in those bowl picture. It's pretty easy to knock you out of that tight race at the end there, with your performance like that, blowing a game.
You have to beat the bad teams.
Yeah.
You have to beat the bad teams, which is almost why, while I think Alabama would beat a lot of the teams in the playoff picture and they're not in it, I think the fact that they lost the way they did to Vanderbilt, I mean,
Right.
you can't lose to a team like Vanderbilt and expect to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think those goalposts are still in the river. When they beat Bama, they carried them out and threw them in the river. I don't think they spotted those goalposts since.
I don't know if they won a game. I think they won
think
one
they
or
wanna
two
leave
games
there.
since.
Yeah.
They didn't really do much winning after that.
No, but you know what? Listen, they played good. They had a good season. They just made a couple of costly mistakes. They cost them from being in this obviously national championship race. Yeah, I mean, that's my philosophy. I'm sure you guys feel the same way I do. You got to look for these teams that are kind of moving in the right direction, because good teams find ways to win games. We all know that. Bad teams find ways to give them away. I mean, you're seeing it more and more, especially in the NFL lately, these bad teams. And, I don't want to go through them all, but you see
Miami
these,
Dolphins?
well, I don't know about the Dolphins. I wouldn't consider them like one of the bad teams, like the teams like the Giants, the Carolinas, the teams that are, not performing consistently throughout the entire season. I mean, the Dolphins, they lost their quarterback for 4 weeks. I mean, they really could have a winning record at this stage of the season. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm sure you feel the same way. You got to jump on these teams that seem like they have the momentum carrying them in the right direction at the right time of the year.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're betting.
It's like, do you know how everyone does the Trump dance? This is the Scotty dance. He
Yeah.
always does this. Teams going in the right direction, teams going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So you got
rock 'em and sock 'em robots.
so you got to look for that. You got to look for that.
I feel like Ryan Garcia. You ever see Ryan Garcia's
Oh,
video
yeah.
when he's doing the punching bag? It's unbelievable, the
Yeah.
talent that kid has. Did you ever see that video of Ryan Garcia, the boxer,
I haven't
where he's
seen
hitting the what is it called? I don't even. I guess
Speed
the
bag.
the
The
speed
speed
bag,
bag
and,
with
it's,
one-
and he's just like
yeah.
killing it.
and it looks like it's not even
Right, it's like he's got it,
the way it goes so
and
fast.
he's hitting it so fast. It's crazy.
But yeah, you gotta follow momentum. I mean, the big mo, especially in football, you gotta follow it and you gotta look for it. You gotta identify it. You gotta see where it's at. And a lot of my picks lately have been your whole speech has been in my ear. And I pulled off some bets.
I think I even got him
what
to change
What
his
was the
strategy.
game, TK? I think it was 2 weeks ago. The Titans were playing someone, and I said I like the pick too, but I'm not touching it because I'm not betting on bad teams.
they're two bad
Our pick
teams.
ended up losing, I think, in that. I don't know, remember what a pick it was,
I
but
can't remember.
yeah, and actually my NFL.
We don't want to remember losers,
Right.
do we?
Losers.
We don't remember losers. My NFL pick
Come on
today
now.
is two teams that
We
are.
got our customers
both out
reminding
of
us
it.
about that all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. Why should we remind ourselves of that? Guys, we got a really big show going this week, obviously. We got the college football bowl games. We got NFL on Thursday, NFL on Saturday, NFL on Sunday, bowl games every night. I want to get right into it, if you guys don't mind.
Let's do it.
I don't know if you guys are touching. I'm kind of trying to work it through the week. I don't know when your earliest selection is, but are you guys looking at that Thursday night NFL game or anything prior, college or NFL?
I'm doing a
before
college
Thursday?
on Thursday, and I'm staying away from the NFL on Thursday.
Let's
night.
kick it off with the man. Hold on. That went 5-0. TK Claus.
I only got 4 games this week, so hopefully I go 4-0. But I'll start it off here. I'm Georgia Southern, the Sam Houston State game. Georgia Southern's 4.5 and 48, playing in New Orleans in this game. Be at that Caesar Superdome here. Right now, I'm jumping on this one, man. I'm going to jump on Georgia Southern line. Right now, 4.5. Like I said, Sam Houston just 1-5 against the spread their last 6. Georgia Southern 8-3-1 their last 12 against the spread. I'm looking for Georgia Southern to be partying down Bourbon Street after they win this game on Thursday night.
Thursday night. All right. What's your attraction to that game, if you don't mind me? Like, I mean, what is it you're seeing? Like, is the line you think weak?
I got to use your line. I'm a numbers guy.
Okay.
And the number here is matching up on this one for me here.
Ben, you hear that? He's trying to take one from the Gipper over here. Georgia Southern is currently 4.5 to 5-point favorite against Sam Houston. And Sam Houston has a stronger record, so you like Georgia Southern in that game.
Georgia Southern, baby. Like I said.
How are you rating that game?
Right now, current 4-star. Actually, there's going to be no weather in this one. You know, they play in the dome, so we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
So Georgia Southern going to lay the points and start the Thursday off with the winner going into the weekend.
What do you, Teddy? What's your best selections you got going for college football during the week?
Well, I'm going to make a quick Thursday. I do have NFL Thursday.
Me too. So okay. Cool.
Let's
Do
roll.
the NFL?
So I'm looking at a team right now. Right, the Denver Broncos. They've only had 3 losses this year against the spread. They have the quarterback who might not have started.
Your boy, Bo Nix.
My boy, Bo Nix. He might not. There you go. He might not have started.
He was right.
He was what?
He's right. That's why I hit the right button.
He might not have started as the best rookie quarterback, but I think as the year progresses,
he's steady.
He's my guy. He's my rookie quarterback. It's between him and Jalen Daniels, but he seems to be making a little bit more progress as the year goes on. This team loves to cover spreads. They've only lost 3 against the spread all year. The line's moving in the right direction. Public money is on L.A. The Chargers are hot too. They're covering spreads as well, but they did lose against the spread last week. So I like 3.5 here. It was at 3 for a while. It's starting to move to 2.5 now. So I'm taking the Broncos plus 3.5 here on the road dog.
You got any opinion on that game or no?
I'm saying I've been on Denver all year long. I'm just staying away from this one.
Okay. I got a strong play on this game. I'm going 1,000% with Teddy on this one. I like Denver. I just think they're playing absolutely in the right frame of mind right now. They've won 4 straight games in a row. Bo Nix is running that offense beautifully. Yes, you mentioned 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's what he's done this year. But again, rookie quarterback, 4-3 on the road, which is pretty damn good with a rookie quarterback. Out of the 7 games, they've won 4 on the road. Their defenses are both strong. Both these teams have great defenses. They're only allowing 17.5 points per game, both of them. So they're equal on that. And Denver's offense is slightly better. They've averaged 24 a game versus 21. I just like the way they're going right now. I like the way they're finding ways to win. Chargers got their ass kicked last week. I actually had that as a huge play. Against Tampa Bay, just shut them down in the second half of that game and blew them out. I believe they played Tampa, right? The Chargers last week. Tampa Bay was one of my big plays. Another huge surprise is this Baker Mayfield. We'll get into that a little later. But I just think right now the momentum is carrying in the right way. Hard to beat the same team twice in the same year. Chargers won a close game by 7 or 6 the first time they met. I think this is a revenge game in a big way. I buy this line. I'm showing 3. I'm going to 4. Love Denver plus 4. Best bet.
I might have to join you at 4 also instead of 3.5. But real quick, one more number. You said 4-3 on the road, 6-1 against the spread on the road.
Well,
that's amazing.
I'm looking at it straight up situation. Right.
Oh, it doesn't work it only works for you. You
can't touch it, Teddy.
You gotta have.
It's done by fingertips. Come on now. You think Scotty M's going to share his toys on the set?
There we go. But that's my Thursday move.
Okay.
So.
All right, we jumped around a little bit. I'm obviously looking at some college football. I'm sure you are. What else are you looking at this week, TK? Because I know everyone wants to hear what you're doing with the winning you've been bringing here.
I'm sure you're probably on this game as well. Indiana, Notre Dame.
Oh boy,
one of the first playoff games on this.
Hold on.
I'm gonna let everyone.
I hope you're not wrong.
I'm gonna let everyone know right now. I'm out of this
You're out of this one?
I'm sitting back.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you, Notre Dame right now is 7-52. I'm jumping on the Irish in this one. Notre Dame 14-3 the last 17 against the spread at home. Notre Dame 8-0 against the spread their last 8. They will be 9-0 after this weekend against the spread. Go Fighting Irish. Take out your Indiana this week.
Okay. Anything? Yeah, I got a rebuttal.
I'm staying off. I'm gonna just sit right in the middle and be real quiet.
Guys, I don't get too excited too often. but I totally disagree with him 2,000%.
Woo! Let's go. I'm so excited for this
I
one.
love Indiana in this spot. Let me tell you some reasons why. Both these teams had the same record. Not that that matters, 11-1. The only loss Indiana had this year was going into Ohio State, the horseshoe, which probably everyone loses going in there. So I'm going to call that a mulligan week because they made so many damn mistakes. They gave so many points to Ohio State, and Ohio State railroaded them. That's obvious. Notre Dame had their real loss. You know, they played against Northern Illinois, who's a nothing team, and they lost to them after that. They won 10 straight, and no one's been closer than probably 14 points. So I understand why T's going in that direction. They've won 10 in a row. They've dominated their games, but they haven't played an offense. Here we go. 44 points a game, guys. Hello? 44 points a game Indiana's averaging this year against opponents. That is huge. Notre Dame averages 40 points a game. Their defenses are pretty similar. 14.5 points a game Indiana allows. Notre Dame 13.5. So you can weight it any way you want to weight it. There's no way in the world you could tell me that Notre Dame is 7 better. I don't care if they're home in Oshkosh, where Teddy was last week in Colorado, in Breckenridge. I love the dog in this game. I would buy it up to +8. I think they come ready to play. This has been a great year for them overall. Yes, Notre Dame has been damn good, but I think they're going to run into a buzzsaw. I like Indiana by the line of +8. It is 7. Love the dog, +8 on Indiana. Big time.
One thing you said, you don't think they should be favored by 7? I think they should be favored by about 15 to 20. So we'll see what happens on Friday night.
I got to ask you. Listen, I got nothing against you're my guy. Why do you think Indiana is 7 points better than a team like Indiana? I mean,
I'm going to say it again.
Where do you see it?
Just like you. I'm a numbers guy, and my numbers are saying Notre Dame wins this game by 15+.
All right.
My record on Friday Night Lights stands by itself, and I'm taking them this week.
Oh,
Notre
that's
Dame.
right. That's a
Friday Night
game.
Lights.
You want to know something interesting about this game? So both of these teams played Purdue. Indy just played them. Indiana shut them out 66-0.
Right.
Notre Dame played them beginning of the year 66-7. So pretty interesting.
But how do you compare, though?
I'm just saying, Indiana was able to shut them out. Notre Dame wasn't.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not playing it, but what do you like on the total on this one? You can think it's going to be back and forth? Or
44 a game, one team, 40 another. I mean, it's a low total. It's like, what is it, in the 50?
Went to 52. We'll open at 48, and I'm staying away from that myself.
You know what? I like the dog so much in the game. And the game's basically, it's not a far game. It's in Indiana, right? I mean,
because Notre Dame's in Indiana,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's, maybe.
And where's the game? It's a bowl game.
Is it?
Notre Dame's the home team.
Yeah, home team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, so there you go. Difference of opinions. Let's see who's right. Let's see who's wrong. I'm hoping I am right on this one. All right. Listen, we got a lot of things going on. Like I said, busy show. A lot of games coming up. Are you guys done with college?
I got one more on Saturday.
By the way, what was your rating on that?
4-star right now. 4-star.
On Notre Dame?
Yep.
I got 3. I got 3 college. I got Friday. I got Saturday. I got Monday. So just call me when you're ready for me. I'm here.
You might as well go to Friday because I'm going on Saturday.
That game is Friday too, right? I'm looking at this Ohio-Jacksonville State game. Guys, this is what Scotty was just asking me about, right? So when I first looked at this game, Ohio's head coach, he's departing. He's going to Charlotte. The whole coaching staff's, or a lot of the coaching staff's going with them. So once again, we have a situation where the coaching staff is going to be interim. It worried me. And then guess what? Yesterday, they just announced Rich Rod, who is Jacksonville State's coach right now. He's going to West Virginia. So this is going to be 2 teams without their coaching.
He's going back to West Virginia. Didn't he have a stint there before?
I think he did have a stint there, but then he was somewhere else before Jack State. But
he's bounced around.
Bounced around for sure, journeyman almost. But yeah, so now I look at this game, and now that both coaching staffs are out, we can remove that, and we can go back to looking at the numbers, right? Looking more at the numbers. So now that I look at the numbers, I'm looking at the way Ohio's playing. They're in the top 5 against the rush defensively. Jacksonville State relies on the rush, so I think they can shut down Jacksonville State's rush. All the teams that Ohio has faced has averaged under 100 rushing yards per game, so I think that's a key number, a key situation right there.
All right.
I'm looking at this 2.5. It might move to 3. It might have already moved to 3.
4.5.
4.5.
4.5. Big move.
4.5.
I looked at this game
You're
last.
You're still in Breckenridge.
That's in 12 hours.
He's still skiing, T.
Yeah,
that's in 12 hours. No, that's in
4.5.
Yeah, I was looking at this game at 8 o'clock this morning. And
That
it was,
win, their last win was very impressive because they beat a team that won 7 in a row.
well, yeah, I think we
Ohio.
both had Miami of Ohio in
we
that
got
game.
our asses
So
handed
yeah,
to us.
By the way, Teddy, I'm gonna get you a bottle of tequila for Christmas. I mean, you put them down on Sunday. I don't know what to get you. Padron?
Oh no, I do the
you
no,
guys-
I do the no additive stuff. Get me some of that like El Tequeño, some
right.
real Mexican stuff, not the
All
Americanized.
right, before you guys go on a drinking binge on me and get all messed up, is that a best bet for you on Ohio?
It's a good one. My
Are you
bet,
adjusting the line, or where you staying at? 4.5 right now. I'm showing.
yeah,
everyone.
no, I'm bringing it down to 3.
Okay.
Screw it.
So you're gonna buy a
it's bowl
point
game. I'm buying
and a
a point and a half. But where are you? Let me hold on a
Serica,
second.
And
Westgate,
what
South
else?
Point.
What else are you looking at on?
Yeah, it moved. Wow, guys, my
It just
brain
moved. It just moved.
It's at 5.5 on some books now. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe there was some kind of other
Because
announcement.
there's a transfer portal, a couple of guys, so there's
Yeah.
transfer portal.
So
going.
listen, I'm on Ohio there. I'm not going to give best bet today. I'm going to give all my bets. So now that's it for Friday.
All right.
If you guys want to do some Saturday and bring it back to me, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm ready to. I want to kick it back to UT.
I'm gonna close it off on Saturday on this Penn State SMU game. Penn State right now, I think the line's 9-54. You know, I got Penn State to win it all with Oregon, but I'm jumping on SMU in this one. SMU 7-3 against the spread their last 10, 9-1 their last 10 straight up, 10-0 their last 10 on the road straight up. I'm not saying Penn State's going to lose the game, but they ain't covering this one. I'm going to take the points with SMU and get paid
Okay.
on Saturday night.
Minus 8.5, roughly minus 8.5, minus
Yeah,
9.
I'm taking
depending.
8.5, 9 points. I'd buy up to 9. If it goes up a little more, I play it up to 10. But SMU, the tough game
What'd you-
last week.
The only problem I had with Penn State, they kind of play shitty against Oregon. I mean, Oregon just scored at will on them. They
I think Oregon's
and
a much better
SMU's got
team.
a high power offense.
That's
as well.
why I'm on SMU. I'm taking them points.
I like the pick. You know, the Pony Express.
But they are the class of the two. Penn State, you got to.
They are. But here's the thing. There's a little thing behind SMU. You guys remember they got the death penalty years ago for recruiting, for doing the same thing
Southern
that's
Methodist University.
Yep, for doing the same thing that's legal right now. Since then, they have been having billions. I mean, they're in Dallas, Texas, right?
Yeah, good program.
So this is a big money program. The reason that the younger people, you guys that are watching this, you don't know much about SMU. SMU was a top 5, top 10 school for years back in the 80s before they got the death penalty, and they've been working their asses off to get back to that point, and I think they have a lot to play for, so I like that bet.
They lost it.
I'm surprised you didn't mention they're 5-0 this year on the road too, SMU.
I said 10-0 their last 10 straight up on the road.
Oh, on the road?
On the
Okay.
road.
Yeah, 5-0
Yeah, they lost
this
a
year.
heartbreaker last week to Clemson to that field goal. I mean, that was a tough
But they're both
tough
coming
game.
off a loss. So
Yeah, they're both coming
let's
off
see
a
how
loss.
they bounce. All right, excellent. Anything else in college?
That's it for me in the college.
All right, and 4-unit?
4-unit play right now.
All right, going to kick it to Teddy.
Saturday,
Guys,
college.
keep track of what we're doing here. A lot of games going
We're
on.
We're moving quick. Saturday, college football, another bowl game. And you know, guys, I do apologize. I haven't brought the names of these bowl games, but this is a college football playoff game as well. Clemson, Texas. One thing I was looking at with Texas was seeing if Kelvin Banks was going to be playing. He's their key offensive lineman. It is official. He is going to be playing, so they will have their whole offensive line intact to help Ewers or Manning. Is it going to be Ewers or Manning? To me, I don't even care at this point because
no.
Manning
I
looks.
don't think it'll be Manning.
Manning looks so good, but Ewers is a little bit inconsistent. So I'll take either quarterback here. Clemson has a good defense. That's what wins them games. Their offense is getting a little bit better, and both teams have been losing against the spread as of late. You know, I went against Texas when they played Georgia last week. Scotty said something. It's tough to beat a team twice like that in 1 year, and it is, but I still went against them. But Texas has only lost to Georgia this year. That's their only loss.
Right.
Clemson, they've lost to Georgia, which, okay, but then they lost to Louisville and South Carolina. So I'm looking at this team. You give me Texas all day long here. I like the way the line is moving. The odds makers, I believe, feel very strongly about Texas winning this game by a couple touchdowns.
I don't think I've ever seen in the Dabo
And
Dabo career.
before that thought, I love Dabo Sweeney. I really have a rough time going against him, but I'm doing it here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been a double-digit underdog ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
You know, he doesn't
that I
like
could
to,
think
he
of.
doesn't like to use I talked about this last season on the show. He doesn't like to use the transfer portal as much as some of these other coaches do, but he might have to adapt.
The only thing that scares me about Texas, where's that offense been? I mean, they got an unbelievable defense. We all know that. Unbelievable defense. One of the best, if not the best in the nation. I think 11 points a game. But no offense the last couple of weeks, so they got to get a little spurt. I mean, not that Clemson's a world beater, but they found a way to score 34 against SMU, which is probably not a big task. I couldn't compare SMU to a Texas team overall. But, yeah, that's the only thing that scares me. No offense for Texas. Great defense. So, 12 points. Whew.
A lot of points. A lot of points for a college game. Yeah, a lot of points for a bowl game, for a playoff game.
You guys done? Because I got one left.
I'm done with the college. Manny's going to be one of the front runners to win the Heisman next year anyways, isn't he?
I got a college for Monday. Do you want to hold that? Are we holding the Monday college for after NFL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. We'll end the week. We'll go day by day. All right. One play I'm jumping all over. Tennessee against Ohio State. I love the dog in this one. The dogs are barking for me this week with some of these games, big time. Obviously, I liked the NFL dog. I liked Indiana as a dog. I love Tennessee as buying this lineup, +8 against Ohio State. Both these teams are strong on defense. Tennessee allows 13, almost 14 a game. Ohio State defense, one of the top in the nation, if not the top, with Texas, 11 per game on the defense. But Tennessee scores 37.5 points a game on offense, a little more than Ohio State did. And, Ohio State's dynamite at home. We all know that. But I think the last game against Michigan might have taken a little toll out of them. And I like the way Tennessee can play. They're a real rounded, dynamite, talented team. I'll take +8 with them in this game. I think they're going to stay in the game. They may even have a shot. I think it depends on weather conditions. I think it's going to be key to this game. The weather in that part, in Ohio, you're going into December. If it's a shitty field and all that, they could change the game. But if it's a neutral type field, I think Tennessee has a shot to stay in this game, and I would buy that line to +8. I like Tennessee big time.
Yeah, it snows in Knoxville. Listen.
Not Knoxville. This game's in Ohio.
No, I'm saying, but Tennessee, it snows where they are too, but not like Ohio.
But when you're on the road, it's a little different.
Where's Christian? He's from Ohio, so he can tell us. But listen, really quick, I like that play, and here's why I like it. You give me an SEC team in a bowl game against a non-SEC team that has over a touchdown, I can get a whole 8 points. I'll take those 8 points all day. I like it.
Yeah, that's true. But like I say, Ohio State to lose back-to-back games, playing in their building.
But I'm agreeing with you.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I get you. I like Tennessee. I think they have a shot. They're going to just come prepared, and they got a great program. Both 10-2. Kind of offense is mirrored. Defense is kind of mirrored. I'll take the points all day, +8.
You got anything on this, TK? Can we get a three-way agree on here?
I'm staying away from that game.
We got
one.
Two's good enough.
Yep.
Tell you, it doesn't work when I press it.
I don't, Teddy.
I think Scott's got a button under the table.
You gotta leave it alone, man. It's a master craft that I developed.
Next time I touch it, it's gonna shock me.
Ben taught me how to do it the right way, so it's working. All right, guys, let's wrap it up with the NFL because I want to touch a couple of more points. Move this on. Any best bet on the NFL for Sunday? I have one. Go right ahead, T.
I got one game going in the NFL. Detroit, the Bears. On this game, current line Detroit 6.5 and 48. I'm on them. I'm on the Bears in this one. Bears 8-1-1 their last 10 against the spread at home. Mm-hmm. Bears also 4-2 their last 6 against the spread at home versus Detroit. I don't know if Detroit's going to be playing a lot of their players in this game as well.
Oh, they gotta.
They're
tied with Minnesota.
They lost a couple of players though. The injuries. I'm jumping on the Bears on this one. I'm taking the 6.5. I'll buy them up to 7 in this one. A lot of players, not just this game, but a lot of players in the NFL this week are going to be missing. If you saw a lot of bench quarterbacks this week in the NFL.
I think
I don't think Detroit, though. They're going to want to win. They want to win that division. They're tied right now with Minnesota, right? 12-2 each.
12-2.
Yeah, I would think they're going to play to win that division. But listen, I just don't like the Bears, man. I'm not disagreeing with your pick. I just don't like.
I know they
find ways to blow games. Look what they've done recently.
They've been playing bad lately, but I think they come out strong in this one.
All right.
Too many points to be given them at home.
What are you gonna move that line? Or are you gonna keep it at 6.5?
At 6.5, I'd probably buy. Well, it'll probably move up to 7. I'll take the 7.5. I'll buy it up to 7 and 7.5.
So just so the people follow what you're saying, when you have a dog like this, you believe that line is going to get closer to 7, maybe even cross 7.
I think, well, right now at
so you're waiting on a play like this. You're waiting.
I already bet it already.
Right.
I bought it to 7.
Okay. But if you liked the Lions here, you would hop on it right away.
I already jumped on it.
Okay.
Bought it down.
Guys, pay attention to this stuff. You know what I find interesting, guys? A lot of people that sign up with us or that inquire, everyone wants the picks, and not enough people want the strategy. The strategy is just, obviously, yeah, you got to pick more winners than losers, but the strategy is just as important. So, guys, if you're paying attention, just like I gave the strategy last week about playing that Memphis game early, TK's giving you the strategy here about possibly waiting for this line to move a little bit and get a little bit better value. So, yeah, I know everyone wants the picks, but the strategy is important also. And the picks, in my opinion, tell me if you guys agree, picks are meaningless if you don't have a strategy behind it.
Hey, Ben, next week I got a sound effect for you. I'm going to have you do Homer Simpson saying I'm a numbers guy. That's what I'm going to have you put out there for us.
Oh, boy. Is he going to be dressed up? Are we going to have him in the dressed up Homer Simpson outfit?
Hey, we might have a couple of elves dressed up next week.
You got anything in the NFL? Are you done?
Yeah, I do.
I'm done with the NFL.
I have an NFL.
Last 2 weeks in NFL, I try to stay away from the NFL. You don't know what's going on.
Let's wrap it up, and then we can move on.
This one pained me to pick, but I just had to pick it. I just had to because the Browns are benching Dorian. I'm sorry, they're benching famous Jameis. They're bringing in DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Third string quarterback now starting for the Browns. He put up...
Poor Browns, huh? They're trying to find it all out.
They're trying to figure it out.
Famous Jameis.
I mean, they should have just stuck with Flacco after what he did for them last year. But anyway, this is something where I just can't turn my back on Joe Burrow here. He's having a career year. The record doesn't look like it because their defense is so bad, but he's having an amazing year.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Love Joe Burrow.
I love him. Who would have thought? And he's handling it like a gentleman. A lot of quarterbacks, when they're playing so well and their team's playing so shitty, they might have some nasty things to say. He doesn't. But who would have thought he would have a year like this and they'd be doing so bad? They need to figure some things out. But with the Browns moving to their third-string quarterback, benching Jameis, they have the worst third-down offense in the league. Okay. The only thing good about their offense, numbers-wise, is their red zone offense, and you know why? Because they're never in the red zone. When they are, they score, but they're never in it. Yeah. And Nick Chubb is now out again after that brutal knee injury he had last year. Comes back this year, gets healthy, and boom, he breaks his foot or his ankle or something.
Yeah, he's a talent. It's too bad. A couple of big bad injuries to Nick.
So this is one that I think it's at 7 right now.
7.5.
It's already at 7.5.
7.5, depends.
So this one is one you jump on because this one most likely will move. The more people find out that Jameis is being benched and that DTR is coming in, I think it's going to move to 8.
What price you like it at?
I'd play it at 7, 6.5, 7.
Okay.
Right now at 7.5, I'd move it to 6.5. Okay. Obviously, if it gets to like 8, 8.5, instead of buying it down to 6.5, I'd buy it down to 7 and risk the push.
All right, excellent. Best bet?
What's my only NFL bet?
Only NFL.
You're not getting any best bet answers out of me this week.
Can't get it. I got to give him a wrong on that one. Can't get it right. I got to give him a wrong, right? There you go. All right, I got one play I'm jumping on in the NFL for it's actually on Saturday night. I love the matchup, Pittsburgh and Baltimore. What better matchup than this, battle of the division? I just think Baltimore's going to ass-kick Pittsburgh in this spot. Philadelphia kind of showed a little bit, how Pittsburgh can be beat. I think this Baltimore offense, the first time they met, Pittsburgh kicked 6 field goals. They win 18-16. Baltimore made a lot of mistakes that were costly in the game to take points off it. I just like Baltimore coming back hard to beat the same team in the division, and I just think Baltimore might be moving up the charts a little bit, moving up to the east side, where Pittsburgh might have a little flatness for the next game or so. I like Baltimore a lot. I would bring this line down to -5. It's 6.5, about 6.5, depending on the place. I'd be at 5, 5.5. Take Baltimore at home. I think they crush them. They win by double digits. I think Lamar and the boys have a huge game against the Steelers, and they show some weaknesses. Put those defensive schemes on the Steelers. Take advantage of the opportunities. Don't be surprised Baltimore's not a double-digit winner. Best bet.
You just made me think of something, Scotty. Moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Jefferson's.
Ben, when are we going to move to a deluxe podcast studio in the sky? Get us on like the 80th floor of a high-rise.
Hey.
Trump Tower.
Just wait. It's coming.
All right.
All right, I think we wrapped up everything.
Well, I got a college football Monday.
All right, let's do it.
So, guys, let's not forget we got, even though
a lot away,
we're going to be here on Monday, but we got college football bowl games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, not Wednesday of next week because it's Christmas. Real quick, to close out my picks for this week, I'm going with what's the name of this bowl here? It's Coastal Carolina versus UTSA. Anyone got the name of the bowl for me?
The Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Myrtle Beach Bowl, South Carolina. There we go. So this is actually kind of like a home game for Coastal, but even though it's not really a home game. But listen, Coastal Carolina, they've been the definition of inconsistency this year. Their record shows it. They're 6-6. They've beat good teams. They've lost to bad teams, losing big to bad teams, like by double digits. Now, here's where I see something. Ethan Basco, their starting quarterback, has moved to the transfer portal. Noah Kim, their second-string quarterback, is also entering the transfer portal. They are most likely, guys, this is where Scotty asked what I look for. This Coastal Carolina team is going to be starting a guy named Tad Hudson. He's a third-string quarterback who has never thrown a pass in college football.
All right.
And that does it for me right there. Obviously, we could see more guys enter the portal and drop out between now and Monday, but I'm rolling UTSA before people get wind of what's going on and that line moves to 10.
Oh, it's already winded out. They already adjusted it because they know he's out.
Open for
Those
7
guys,
and
they
9.
know those guys are out already.
The odds makers do.
Right.
But what happens sometimes is the public catches up and starts pouring money on a side.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for that. That's more of what I was talking about. It's funny, when they made that announcement, the line actually didn't move. The line was already at like 9, and it was like at 8.
Well, they
8.
probably knew in advance, not disagreeing with you, but they might have known in advance that was going to happen, so they made the line high.
Could be, yeah.
Right. They already adjusted it.
I'm looking at SeatGeek at that game. You buy one ticket, get 6 free, and hot dogs and beers.
Wow.
I mean,
you guys should go and bring the tequila.
Jesus.
Can you get the tequila in the stadium? I don't know if you guys could.
They might be giving away free bottles.
Toasting away.
I got to
throughout
give
that.
something away to get people in that game.
I mean, yeah,
all right.
it's going to be. I think it's going to be an ugly blowout game.
We're done with the picks.
I'm done with the picks and that.
I got to ask you, maybe the people want to know, what do you got going on for the holidays? You going to be around? Obviously, a lot of work going on, but family, friends, what's cooking?
Probably hang out at the house and relax. Maybe New Year's do something. New Year's shoot down to the Key West or something for the weekend for New Year's. But
Okay.
other than that, just going to lay low.
No roasting the pig?
That might be an idea.
Yeah.
I might have to go down to
I know,
Hialeah.
I know you throw that huge Super Bowl
Yeah,
party
the
with
Super
that.
Party is the best,
was it
man.
like 100 some odd pound pig?
Yep, 100-pound pig. Got about 200 people at the party every year.
Well, we could hit the dice tables.
Yeah, could do that Christmas Day.
Go to the casino and hit the dice tables. It might not be that busy. Actually, it probably is busy, right? I don't really know how.
It's been pretty busy over.
Usually
A lot
is,
of young kids in there now this last couple of weeks.
Where, the Rock? Hard Rock?
Yeah, I went to
Christmas
Seminole the
Day?
other
You
night.
think it's busy?
It would be busy.
Yeah.
I went to Coconut Creek the other night, threw a little dice up and down, up and down.
There you go. What about you, Teddy? What do you got planned? I know
Yeah.
you just came back from a vacation, but
Yeah, we do the Christmas Eve thing. We're actually so I have a big Italian family. They do usually do the 7 fishes on Christmas Eve. So they'll do like scallops, schmelts, calamari,
yeah.
fish, all kind of seafood. But
Your wife's Spanish. You don't do the Noche Bueno the night
no,
before?
we do my family for Christmas Eve. The no Noche Bueno, but her mom is coming.
The family comes to you,
No.
or you go to them?
Yeah, I go to them.
Okay.
But then the next day we got Hanukkah.
You hear what he's saying? No. They ain't coming near my house.
But Scott, on Thursday we got Hanukkah.
Hanukkah starts on Christmas Day.
I thought it started on Thursday.
It starts on the
See?
25th.
Tell you what I know.
Hey,
Next
Ron,
week, maybe I'll wear one of them yarmulkes next
you
But
go.
weekend.
the highlight of my week next week is going to be us doing a special edition
remote.
on Monday, remote. We're going to
Ben.
be in a really cool. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to start DMing us and messaging and commenting that we should be doing the
we
show
want
there
to
every
take
week.
the show on the road, man.
But,
we like doing this
but
stuff for
yeah.
you guys.
So I'm excited about that. But yeah, just good food, family, maybe some whiskey, some cigars, maybe some tequila. Who
Cigars
knows?
sound great right there. I just bought some new
Did
ones.
you get
Nice.
Did you get the neat girls approval yet to serve drinks for you guys?
They're going to serve drinks for us. I
right.
told them to order some nice elf outfits for us.
I think Ben will
so
be liking that. He likes
be
the
ready.
he likes the neat girls. Ben, what are you doing for the holidays? I got to kick you in on this. What you got planned? Anything?
No, nothing. I'm gonna head up to Jacksonville, see my family.
That's where they're all based.
Yeah, they're all up there. I actually got a gig on the 27th, so I'll be playing for a couple Christmas tunes for
Oh,
a 100-year-old birthday.
Really?
Really?
100-year-old birthday party.
Wow.
They wanted 60s, 70s,
Those
and 80s.
100-year-olds, they really love
Yeah.
you, man.
My uncle lived to 103. Believe God bless him. 103 passed away a couple of years ago, but yeah, we had a big party for him on his 100th. The whole thing, and it's crazy because he knew everybody. It's like everyone that came up to him, he knew. It's not like he forgot anything at 100.
100
so
years.
that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna chill out. I got my kids home and my wife, and just chill out with the family and some friends, and just do a lot of work, man. I'm jacked into these games right now. You can't pry me away from business this time of the year because I see opportunities out there, and when I see opportunities, it's just my opinion, it's money. So why miss out?
What about the college hoops, man? You been doing any good? I mean,
Yeah.
I've been rolling in the college hoops.
I had a crazy game last night. Teddy, I'll get you in a second. Had a crazy game last night. I put out Drake plus 2.5 against Kansas State, and they hit a 3-pointer in the second overtime at the buzzer to win it.
I had Kansas State in that game.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh man.
I had UNLV last night plus 12, and they won outright in that game.
Why? My thing is these teams. Here's a perfect example. I got to bring this up. College basketball. 20 seconds left. The score is 70-67. Drake. The other team's getting the ball. Why do you allow the other team to put up a 3 to tie it?
Should have fouled them.
Why are they doing that? I don't get it.
Right, because if you foul them, they only get 2 shots still, right?
Right.
In the NBA, they get 3.
2.
Well, no,
Same in
it depends
NBA.
on the shot. No, as long as they're not hoisting the shot up and you foul them, it's still 2
Oh,
shots.
so you're saying, okay, I see what you're saying.
Why do these coaches not foul? What's your thoughts on that? It's crazy, isn't
That's
it?
crazy. And
Because
I
think
would have
about
fouled
it.
them.
Yeah, even if they make 1 or 2 or they miss one intentionally, most likely you're going to get the ball. They're going to foul you. You're going down the other end. You're going to shoot 2 foul shots. Okay, so even if you split out,
You're down 1 still,
you're still
and
up
the other
2.
team
You're
gets
still
the
up
ball.
2 or possibly.
Then they're going to foul you.
Right.
Then
Well,
you got
can't
to
foul them if it's a 2-point game. But a 3-point game, you
Three-point.
can definitely foul them.
Well, here's another one
As long
last
as they
night.
don't hoist the shot up.
Right.
Wait, did you watch the Gator game last night too? Man, the Gators.
Yeah. How'd they cover?
I
They
don't
were
know.
losing
They
by
were
4
losing.
late.
They were losing, man. The Gators, that kid is so big. He's got to be.
They got a great team.
Yeah, they're popping the threes left and right, man.
Gators
You're watching
11
Wait,
Wait,
did the Gators not cover that game?
No,
They did cover.
covered.
They
They were
did,
minus
yeah.
4
But
and
they
a
were
half,
down
won by
4
6.
late.
Yep.
And they came back outscored
They're
by
undefeated.
10.
I think it's one of their best
They're 11
records.
and
oh.
Best records they started with.
What about Drake? The Drake's undefeated
They're
too.
undefeated. They're 11-0.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
many teams left undefeated. I'll tell you, the college basketball, I really like it. I'm sure you guys do as well.
I love college hoops.
Because it's always changing, the moving parts of it. And if you watch the numbers on certain teams, like if you really get the gauge like I do, I'm looking at this stuff morning, noon, and night. I mean, because this is my business. But you can really see the adjustments on certain numbers on certain teams, how they're playing, whether if they're coming off a winner, a couple of losses or a couple of wins, how the numbers can really work in your favor. And I try to capitalize on those mistakes. I'm sure you do the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of big movements in college hoops. Like you'll look in the morning, a game will be at 2, it'll be at 5 or 6 by 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you can strike on it early and figure out why it's at 2, why it's moving to 5, where the number really should be, you could do very well. College basketball's the best.
I did that today. I got Michigan today. Open up at 1. They're already up to 4.5.
There's another Cinderella team so far. Oklahoma, undefeated. They've won 10,
Till
11.
tonight, till Michigan beats them tonight.
Well,
but
why? Here's another thing that scratches my head. Why is Michigan goes from 2.5 to 3.5 point favorite against an undefeated team that's playing as good as they are, if not better? Why is Oklahoma a home dog in that game?
because I picked Michigan.
Well, that you could
Hold on.
You could say that about Kansas and Drake last night. Kansas State had 3 losses.
Yeah, but
Drake
Kansas State's a strong.
They're a perennial team.
Right.
I get it. They're
and
a
they
perennial
play
team.
a tougher schedule, and then they're home. Don't forget, if Drake wasn't 10-0, let's say Drake was 7-3 or 8-2,
It'd be a
they would've-
7-point spread.
Right, they would have
Yeah.
been 5.5, 6 points.
Well, Oklahoma, Michigan, they're playing in Charlotte tonight, so that's
Oh, is that what it is?
neutral
It's a
site
neutral
tonight.
site? Okay. Yeah, I couldn't understand why, if that game was in Oklahoma, why Oklahoma.
Well, no, I mean, Michigan's the bottom team, so you would think Michigan would be at home. So yeah,
Well, it's a neutral site. They're playing in Charlotte. They're playing where the
Okay.
Hornets play. Speaking of football, we're going back to football. That game last night,
guys are jumping.
why did that guy go for the field goal? They're up by 5. We're already winning. We got 4.5
you got to
on
go
that
for
game.
it. You got to go for it.
Why go for the field goal? You got 4th and 2. The quarterback's running the ball 6, 7 yards. Why did-
8-point game. Puts it out of reach, basically.
That was guy hasn't hit over a 43-yard field. Well, he drilled
kicked
that
it
shit.
long enough.
He kicked it
He
long
kicked
enough.
it wide.
Wide right. Hey,
I could tell you had some money on that one when you said.
Well, I
he
was
kicked
winning,
that
but I
shit.
said, God damn, he's gonna miss this. He's gonna come down and backdoor this game on me.
How much money was riding on that kick?
Yeah, a lot of money riding on that. Well, unless you bet it early, like me and Teddy.
Think
but
about it. Well, that line moved. It went, like you said earlier, but that
I
line
bet
went
at the
up to
Hard Rock
6.5,
4 yesterday.
came down to 5. was at 5.5. You know, that game was all over.
We got
the
a game
place.
down the street right now in about an hour, 2 hours.
Let's go.
Yeah, Western. I got tickets.
Oh,
Let's
real
go.
quick. I know you guys probably don't care as much as I do, but we got the freaking showdown today. It's in like I'm not gonna give a prediction on it or anything, but it's in like 3 hours. It's Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau
Oh, yeah. I
versus
saw
Rory
that.
McIlroy.
Well, what happened? I thought it was yesterday. I
Scottish-
thought,
No,
You can't start with the golf on us.
you're
already,
talking
are
the
you?
cryptocurrency thing?
No,
That was last night.
no the golf.
I
The
saw
golf
Brady.
PGA versus Live.
Yeah, that was last night.
Oh, it's tonight.
Oh, I thought they already lost. I thought Rory McIlroy already beat Koepka and Shambo.
Did they? I could be way off, man. I'm sleepwalking.
They each got,
if
5
it
million
is.
each in crypto.
Wow.
They got 5 million each in crypto today. It's $1.50. So
Ben, what are we doing wrong, man? These guys play golf. They're getting $5 million for a day. Or
I think
two's
Rory
work.
McIlroy already won that
Was it a day's work?
day's work. Well, they got paid in crypto, like I said.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how long was the event for? One day?
1 day.
1 day.
That shows you how hard I'm working that I missed this damn thing.
Last
Hopefully
night.
you guys see how hard we're working here. Missing a
Who won?
Well,
Rory McIlroy?
I can't even pull it up. I thought it was tonight because it's Thursday.
All right, so here's what we're thinking, guys. We're going to be going remote on our show next week. We're going to be shooting on Monday this week, so the show will be up on Tuesday on all the podcast form. No, we're not going. We're not going Monday.
No, we're doing Monday. It just will not be up on. It will not be up on Tuesday.
When will it be up?
It will probably be up by Thursday.
There it is. Shuffler and McIlroy
Yeah.
win showdown
Yeah.
over Brooks
Yeah, I
and
see.
Koepka.
All right.
That's good to know though. So because I was gonna give like a Wednesday pick on that, so I won't.
Yeah. Just because I'm gonna try my
Wednesday's
best to
Christmas,
edit
too.
all that together. So
He's going to
Okay.
be drinking too much eggnog. That's the problem. He's not going to be ready for a couple of days. That's all right. So, anyways, we're going live. We're excited about it. We're doing our first live performance at a really nice place, and we want you guys to check it out. So we'll give you the details on it. We're going to shoot it on Monday. The show will be up by Thursday. So check that all out. I want everybody out there, obviously, to have a great holiday with themselves and their families and their friends and everything else out there. Anything you guys want to wrap up with, or are we good?
I think we're good. I'm just excited to
I know
get
we
these
didn't
bowl
talk about
games
the
rolling.
NBA, but you're not a big fan anyways. But
Oh, NBA Milwaukee Bucks last night, man.
Yeah.
My Bucks last night.
Giannis took over that
on
game. man.
fire.
He did, well,
That was
they
for the
can't stop him.
for the in-season
NBA Cup,
championship,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
NBA Cup. A lot of fights in that game though last night. A couple.
In the stands or on the field?
I
on
think
the,
both.
On the court.
I think both. I think his brother even got into one of the
Oh,
stands.
yeah.
But
there you go. The brother. He's beautiful. I love him. He's like the head cheerleader for his brother.
that was in Vegas last night too.
Yeah,
That was
that's a good
Vegas.
time. Should have been there for that. That's a nice event out there. Well, I think we touched base on everything, guys, and I want to wrap it up. Like I said, we're going to be back on next week early, so you're not going to miss any holiday show. We're going to shoot it, like I said, on Monday, and it'll be up by next Thursday, so check it all out. I'll give you all the information and details in just a second. I want to kick it off to my man, who was right more than any of us last week, so he gets the kudos. My one and only TK Claus. TK,
Well,
where can the people find you?
I hopefully it happens this week and I get the 4-0 sweep. But best place to go is my website, tkawins.com. You can see everything there. If you want to see me on social media, just go at TKWins. We put up a lot of stories there, a lot of free plays, so check us out there as well.
He does a great job, guys out there. Follow him, check him out. He's been doing some serious damage, a lot of winning, and kudos to you. And happy holidays, by the way. Well, I'll catch you on the show on Monday, but happy holidays to you anyways. All right, here he is, my man, the one and only Teddy Brooks, the CEO of the Sports Profits. Where can the people find the info out?
You can go. Well, first of all, I want to give TK a shout out because he has been the star of the show this year so far. And
Better knock
we,
on some
we,
wood over
we
here.
appreciate his presence. Let me try it one more time.
Oh,
Hey!
There
Oh,
you
what?
go.
I got it.
You got a shock.
I got shocked. What the hell was that?
I got it.
Whole
What
thing-
happened?
I don't know.
You got a little
I got
shock going.
shocked over here.
Ben,
knocked
what,
TK off
are
the
these?
s-
Did you buy these, or Ben gave
I
these
can't
to
tell
us?
you my
Okay.
secrets.
You can go to thesportsprofits.com. We have our articles up there. We have our videos up there, all that good stuff. You can go to Instagram at _profits with an S_pick, no S. And on that one right there, make sure you don't
They're
add
calling.
anything
They
after.
want winners.
Yeah. Don't add anything after pick because it's going to be an imposter page. And then you can go to youtube.com/@thesportsprofits where we put up videos also. Follow everything because sometimes we put one video there and not there, and you just
right.
got to be on top of things.
All right, guys, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Happy holidays to you guys and your families. Guys, check out everything I do. It's on my official page on Instagram, SM Sports Picks, Picks. You could DM me, check out the videos. We've been on a heater. We've been consistent, put up stuff every single day to try to give you that winning edge. And more importantly, guys, watch the show. We're on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel. Get the Edge, EDGE. That's where we have the show. Get the Edge Sports Podcast. And we're also on Spotify. We're on Apple. So if you want to see what we have to say and hear what we have to say, check everything out. We're up there each and every week. I'm going to be back here on Monday, getting ready for a nice live show that we're putting up for next week. Have a great day, everyone. I'm Scott Matthews. Look forward to seeing you back here early next week.
Let's go.
Woo! A lot of stuff going on today, boys. Give out a lot of information. You guys are going to have to write all that stuff down in your notebooks. Make sure you have a full
Grab
pen.
your pens and paper.
Reality.
TK Claus in the house.